Hi Taurus, this is your prediction for September 2013 with me, Lada from astrolada.com. We're by the river Thames and it's starting to flood now, so I hope we don't get covered in water. I hope it stays slower. But anyway, what does September hold for anyone who have their Ascendant, Sun or Moon in Taurus? And if you don't know what your Ascendant sign or Moon signs are, you can find them in my birth chart calculator, for which I'm putting a link here. And I'll give you some specific days who will be affected exactly. If you don't hear a day of birth or your degree of the Moon or the Sun, it's just you're not going to be affected so strongly. But the biggest thing that is happening in the sky is that the two very powerful planets, the North Node and Saturn, meet together in their difficult energy. They meet together in your 7th house. They meet together usually once in 11 years. And at this time it happens to be in your 7th house of relationships and partnerships. So the big lessons for you will be in your one-to-one relationships. And you've already been feeling it, Taurus. But especially if you're Taurus Ascendant, you're feeling, all this kind of a reassessment of your relationship, what is right for you, who you're gonna keep in your life, who do you allow. Maybe someone tested you, maybe someone put you down and you kind of decided no longer to allow such people, but you're making like a total re-evaluation and having to trim down certain people of your life and allow others. And it's very likely that when these two planets join in the sky together, part of August, September and even October, you have this kind of a cutting off of such people that you've been wondering that you haven't had the power to cut off till now, but you knew they're no longer valid in your life, or that you didn't have the power to do something to do in relationship or business partnership for that matter, or even your clients, people who are no longer relevant, or who are taking the piss of you, or who are somehow just not being constructive in your life in any way. And maybe you've been having this dilemma already, but now when these two planets join together, it will culminate and you will most likely take a decision and make a major change. And especially North Node symbolizes a new energy. Saturn is getting rid of the old and re-evaluation and wisdom and cautiousness, but the North Node is the opposite. The North Node is bringing in new energy. It develops whatever it passes through. So when these two planets join together in your 7th house of relationships, you cut off some old relationships, but the universe will open. Most likely you have the power to cut off those relationships, because the universe will bring you some new people into your life. A person, might be even a partner, might be even the partner, who makes you see that, who makes you do this breakthrough, who makes you finally make the move and cut off whatever is not necessary, and have the power to to actually make your life move forward without those unnecessary baggage people, And you might meet a new business partner, for instance, or a new partner that you have to work hard on, because Saturn is the planet of working hard. But you will be presented with those new opportunities, and they will help you let go of the old baggage. And also, this combination means working the new. The Saturn represents work, Rahu represents the North Node, represents something new. So some of you might be working very hard on a new relationship, and it's not going to be an easy process. These planets are cruel, as they say. They're a bit difficult. It's not going to happen, You have to make an effort, but it will give good results, because, if you're working hard at that. It might be working hard at the new business partnerships, or 7th house also rules business overall, because business is transaction of services between one person and another. Taking something, receiving something back, just like all relationships are about giving and taking, and it's the marketplace. So people who are involved in personal business or any kind of business, trading with clients, they will one-to-one consulting, and especially self-employed people, because they rely heavily on exchanging services with another. They will have some breakthrough. Maybe but they'll be working very hard, because Saturn is there. But some new opportunities will come at the same time in regards to their business, in regards to their work. So it is an interesting month, regarding this. But there might be worries and fears before that, because these two planets, as I said, are planets of more negative, stressful energy. And but sometimes good things come through hard experiences first. So there might be some little crisis there in your personal relationships, in your business relationship, in your business, which triggers something new in your life. and improves it later on in regards to those relationships, or relationship generally, or business in your life. Anyway, another interesting thing is that what is happening? Mercury and the Sun are in your 5th house, so it is a 5th house, is house of romance. So you might have a little bit more romance, more flirting, more fun as well in your life, and you're feeling a bit more confident than other times, and physically energetic as well. The 5th house is house of fun and joy, and having more, expressing yourself more naturally, being like a 5th house is the house of Leo, so not being ashamed to be who you are, and especially if you're a creative person, if you're someone who do presentation, who likes to be center of attention, this will be particularly strong period for you. And even if you're not, you feel more yourself now. You come a step closer to who you are, and expressing your true identity, and feeling a bit more confident as well. Let's see. I want to give you some specific degrees. First of all, those of you who have their Ascendant or Moon at 6 to 10 degrees, they're having the Saturn transit and the Rahu transit. They're feeling it the strongest. What I talked about, Saturn and Rahu, you feel it the strongest if your Ascendant or Moon is at those degrees. Some ending of an old relationship, start of a new, ending of business, getting rid of unnecessary business issues or partner, and getting some new opportunities in business. But particularly in the personal relationships, you'll feel it a lot. Some kind of a test and a culmination, which might bring you a lot of worry, but which will bring something new as well. And those of you who are born in April, from the 26th of April to the 1st of May, they're also having this Saturn transit, and I'll put a link to what Saturn transits usually indicate. It might be a bit hard for those of you that I mentioned. It's just Saturn, and especially North Node combined with Saturn transits are never a walk in the park, but they're the ones that pushes the most, that are the most evolutionary, progressive transits, because through pain and through suffering we advance the most. Let's be honest, you know. Let's be honest that only when you have a big crisis in your life, if when you're pushed by the wall, or when you're feeling really down, this is when you go organize yourself and make some change. Otherwise, people would you know, sit in the park all day and drink beers, most of us, you know. And those of you who have their Ascendant also at 8, 9, 10 degrees in Taurus, or born on the 28th, 29th, or 30th of April, they feel strongly Ketu, the South Node, because it's transiting exactly over those degrees in Taurus. And the South Node has a bit of an emptying influence, and it's coupled together with the Saturn transit, so you might feel more discouraged, less strong, you know, less kind of more challenged during this period, doubting yourself. And I'm here to give you some strength to tell you it will finish by October. Hopefully it will finish, however down you're feeling, and however even confusion it can bring, this South Node transit. But some help can come from other people, because the North Node is opposite you. So don't worry, even if you're feeling emptied and kind of sometimes even meaningless, it might even bring depression to some extent, this planet. It will be okay. And also those of you though who have their Ascendant from 14 till 19 degrees in Taurus, they're having Jupiter influence. For them is the opposite. They're feeling just the Ascendant. Sorry, just if you have your Ascendant at 14 till 19 degrees in Taurus, you're having Jupiter influence to your 7th house, which can mean Jupiter is the planet which brings with ease, with joy, with expansions, and Jupiter will trigger your 7th house again of relationships, so it will give you a much helping hand there. Maybe you can meet someone, fall in love. This is a transit for falling in love. This is a transit for meeting the one. This is a transit for having fun with others. This is a transit for getting a lot of help from others. This is a transit for having your business start running smoothly and very well, you know. So a lot of things connected to others and to business and to dealings with others. So your energy will be focused there a lot. But you also have the confidence to deal with those things because of the planets in the 5th house. Anyway, thank you so much. I think a very important period for you Tauruses, especially Taurus Ascendant people, will be around the 18th and 19th of September, when Saturn and Venus meet in the sky, because Venus is your planet. Venus rules your whole horoscope. And Saturn will, when Saturn meets your planet, something important will happen in regards to work. Saturn rules work, and they meet in your 7th house in regards to relationships as well, in regards to your path in life. Maybe you receive some news or something will happen which will kind of change your direction in life and bring something to you, but it's also connected to hard work, and you might be feeling a bit more worried and tense because Saturn is a bit of a difficult energy. It's a bit of a self-critical energy and demanding energy, but something important will culminate around those days. Thank you very much, Taurus.